So as you can clearly see, I went to my absolutely favorite local yarn store recently, Blue Pearl here in New Jersey, and I picked up some yarn and I want to tell you what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to start with the yarn that I feel like is probably the most controversial because of the colors. So this is Tones by Brooklyn Tweed. I love Brooklyn Tweed. It's probably one of my favorite yarn companies, if I'm being honest. Tones is a 100% American Columbia wool. It was raised and grown here in the US, scoured, spun, dyed. These are the colors that I got. So obviously I got 6 skeins of this. This is Granita. And just so you know, this is a worsted weight yarn. It's going to be woolen spun, 3-ply, 24 microns, and 140 yards in each skein. This really fun chartreusey color is Zest. I feel like it's showing up a little bit more yellow on the screen, but it's kind of this great in-between green and yellow. Then we have Melba. Melba is also not being captured properly by the camera. This is the most spectacular, like, neon coral pink orange that I've ever seen. I love colors that walk that line where you're like, is that pink? Is that orange? I'm never gonna know. I just have to stare at it a lot because it's beautiful. And then we have this beautiful skein. This is Hollyhock. You might be saying to yourself, Brian, those colors are garish, they're clowny, they are way too loud. That's kind of the point. I am going to put them all together in one project. I think it's going to be a big, clowny, springy sweater vest because one of my main complaints about sweater vests is a lot of them are really, really boring, and that's kind of why I don't own one. Next up is Scout by Kelbourne Woolen. So I also essentially got a sweater's worth of this. Full disclosure, I did buy this oatmeal-y base on a totally separate day, so these 4 skeins I bought all together at the exact same yarn shop. And then almost a year later, I returned to pick up all of these skeins. So again, it's the exact same yarn by the exact same company. It's just in all of the fun colors for the color work for what is going to end up being a rainbow cardigan. And I would really like to do a rainbow style cardigan with this as sort of like the base neutral color. Kelbourne Woolens is also 100% wool. It is 274 yards per skein, and I believe that it is actually a DK weight. This is not a worsted weight yarn. However, I feel like this is the perfect DK weight yarn in my opinion. And if you're curious, the colors that I got are Scarlet, Lichen, Ocean, Sunflower, and Burnt Orange. And again, if you ever get the chance to visit the Blue Pearl, please do. It's a really great local yarn shop that's located in northern New Jersey.